everyone. I want to welcome you to today's session. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, put it in the comment section. Just type, I can hear you loud and clear, Boss Susie. Good evening, everyone. Today is an amazing day. I want to welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please, can you hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, just type in the comment section, I can hear you loud and clear. All right. Today we are going to be going into an important segment of copywriting. Oh, somebody said it's not clear. What is the problem? Okay. All right. All right. What about now? What about now? Is it clearer now? Is it better? Is it better? Was it echoing? I think it was echoing before. Is it better now? All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to this session. This is Copywriting Challenge with Boss Uzi. And today we are going to be diving into something very important. We are going to be going into, I told you yesterday that copywriting has four segments. Copywriting has what? It has a what? It has a headline, which is for attraction. Copywriting also have a hook, which is what to nurture. It also have the body of a copy, which is the full scope of the copy, and copywriting also have the call to action. So today we are going to be going into what the two first segments, so that we can just rush up, and by the end of like Friday we can probably land a job, hopefully. So welcome everyone. This is Boss Uzi. My name is Uzoma Oranibo. I'm chatting from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Where are you chatting from? Just rep your state in the comment section. Rep your state in the comment section. So I'm chatting from Lagos, Nigeria, and one of the things that has got me to where I am today is no other thing than copywriting. When they tell me that a boy like this would actually, make money through this skill that almost really nobody talk about, I'm so every day I keep wondering. I'm like, just this skill, just make me stay in my house, do a little bit of things, and I'm earning money to, pay rent, pay everything, buy things, live the kind of life I want to live. I know that that life is the life that many of you want as well. And it's going to be possible for you, but it's not going to be possible just by wishing. It's going to be possible when you take deliberate action. One of the things that can change the trajectory of your life, one of the things that can actually affect your success rate is choosing the right path. If you choose a path that is, if you choose a path that doesn't, that nobody is succeeding in, you're going to struggle there. So one of the paths that I can assure you that is a right path is copywriting. And especially as a beginner, now what are you going to use this copywriting for? In the online everyone is going online. Everyone is selling things. Temu is selling their stuffs online. Jumia is selling. Emeka and friends is selling. Everybody is coming online. But most people are coming up with they are not converting. They are not making sales because of they have mediocre copies. They have mediocre write-ups. Their content or whatever is not attracting the right audience. It is not what converting. They are going to be looking for people like you to help them what write compelling marketing messages. And that is where you come in. This is where you take your own market spots. Copywriting is not just about putting prompts on social on AI and printing out some garbage. It's all about understanding psychology. If you understand psychology, then it will be almost very useful for you to now put in those prompts. Because regardless of how good you are with technology, if you can never drive a tractor in real life, you can't operate a tractor, when it comes to AI. That is, some people are now coders, some people are now vibe coders, some people are now AI coders, but they will never be complete. They will always be stuck at one point. They will always know, they will always continuously research on how to do basic things. And that is why the foundation is very, very good before we start optimizing, before we start using the benefits of what AI. Now, one of these things is after all this thing, learning all this copywriting thing, it is not just about learning, it's all about getting job. It's all about converting. Because I used to tell my students that most times I really, really pity people that are very, because I have a lot of good people I've put some people under 30 days training in my mentorship program, and I have seen how many of them have developed. If you're a DWC student, kindly drop a purple emoji in the comment section. I have seen how a lot of people have improved. I can call names. I can call names just by their copies. But one thing is going to hold them down: the ability towards get job. And trust me, one of the ways you can land job in copywriting, I already told you that there are 4 ways to land job as a copywriter. Number one is freelancing. Number two is what is productizing your knowledge. Number three is going into affiliate marketing. You cannot be very skillful as a marketer and you're not selling other people's products, even if you don't have one. And number five, e-commerce. One, import your own products or get a product and start selling online. Utilize this copywriting. Now, the famous one is monetizing with freelancing, because that is almost the easiest, especially for beginners. So for the people that are just joining, maybe you don't know who I am, Uzoma Ranibo, yes. And let me just go back to what copywriting is. Now, before I continue, I would like to celebrate everyone that has joined this program today, starting from Blessing, Success, Golden. I want to celebrate you. Angel, Aminat, I want to celebrate you. Femi, I want to also celebrate you. Jenny, Rita, or is it Rita? Ego, sorry, I don't know. I did not pronounce it here because the fonts are small. But Blessing, Wumi, I can also see you. Eunice, Chibike, Hope, Nena, Augustina, Chuku, Augustina, every other person, goodness. I also want to celebrate you, and Augusta. I also want to. The reason why I'm celebrating you guys is because the reason I like celebrating people that are interested in having proximity with success, because if you're serious like this, I know that you're going to eventually, make it out of this life. You understand? So I'm celebrating you in advance. So don't let me down. So also favored. I also want to celebrate you. Now, I don't want to take too much time. Let's just go straight into the point. Now, but before I go into the point, let me also do a little bit reiteration on what we did yesterday. Hope that is fine. Hope that is fine. So let me do a little bit of reiteration of what we did yesterday. And basically, I'll just go over to the place where I started talking about what copywriting in the simplest form. So please, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. If you can see my screen, just type "I can see your screen," Boss Uzi. Let's get straight into it. Now, if you have anybody that is supposed to be here, kindly, invite them. If you have not liked this video, kindly like. At least let the viewers be equal to the like. So, and if you have anybody that is supposed to be here, also tell them. Please, if you can see my screen, just type "I can see it." Okay, I can see it. Good. Now let's go straight into the point. Number one, yesterday we talked about copywriting, and I talked about copywriting in a way that I told you what is copywriting, because a lot of people learn about copywriting every single day. But what exactly is copywriting? Now, copywriting, like I told you, is just the act of crafting emotionally compelling marketing messages that triggers ideal audience towards take a buying decision. Now, let us do a little bit of practical. Let me show you an example of what copywriting. Um, let's see. Let me try and buy one thing online. Let me try and buy beauty supplement. Let's just do an example. Beauty supplement. So you're going to be seeing a lot of beauty supplements here. So now let's find out one person that has a particular beauty supplement product. Okay, this is store. We are just looking for one simple product. Okay, basic beauty supplement. Okay, let's click on this. I want to show you guys what copywriting really does, and I'll tell you guys why you are needed in the industry. You understand? So I'm going to be telling you all why you are needed in the industry. Okay, this one is out of stock. So all these ones, they are not loading fast. So let's go over to something like this. Now, all these things are the things that copywriters will be doing. I did not prepare for a single page to show you guys. Okay, something like this. Do you understand? Something this is a like a simple, this is just like a simple supplement. Now it's a copywriter that writes all these things. You know, a copywriter that writes all this thing. You guys can't see. This is not a sales page. This is not a sales page. So I'm looking for something that has a sales page. You know, let's type maybe affiliate marketing course. So we are going to be seeing different things online. We're just looking for a particular product. I'll just show you how copywriting is used. Okay, since I can't see anyone, let me just go to myself. Let me use myself as an example. Since I want to use other people as an example, let me just use one of my products in the past for an example. So now this is what copywriting just looks like. Copywriting is all about words. Like I told you, copywriting has what four segments. This is the headline place. Then there is something called the headline. This is like the headline. This is the full headline. This is like a sub headline. This is what the hook. This is the hook. Most times it is more elaborate than this. This is like the hook. Most times it's more elaborate than this. It has the hook. Then the next thing is the body of a copy. So today, what we are want to achieve right now is we want to learn how to what craft a headline, a good headline, and today we want to learn how to what craft a good hook. Now that is that. So let's come out from there. So all these things, copywriting is used for many product people that sell online. You need a copywriter. You need a copywriter to actually what, because if you just decide to what sell like that, people can't understand your products. If you just decide to what put your product out there like that, most people will not understand it. You need to what take people on a journey. And that is why I said copywriting is the art of what crafting. You need to first write, and what you're writing, it has to be emotionally compelling, and it must be a marketing message, because the goal is just to convert. Anything about marketing is all about helping people or triggering people to take the next step. It's a marketing message that triggers people to take a buying decision. There's a difference between saying, okay, let's even just go straight to today's class, so we don't just spend so much time, just explaining here and there. So let's go back towards today's class. So today's class is going to feature day 2 of the copywriting class, how to craft words, how to write headlines and word hook. So let me share my screen again. So lastly, if you can see my screen, type I can see your screen. The reason why I like you guys, okay, let's use new life supplements. Yes, new life supplement, but it's very good. But I did not, my mind did not reach there. Maybe from tomorrow when we start writing sales landing pages, I am going to bring out more landing page for you guys so that you guys will see what real copywriters do. I'm going to bring out American landing page, landing pages they use over the country, and Nigerian landing page. I'm going to show you guys the market gap, how you can also pitch to some people that they don't have a good landing page. I'm also going to show you guys how to pitch to them, how to price your services. Now, imagine just if you can earn like 150K in Nigeria from like 3 clients in a week, or maybe like at most a month, 150K, or let's even not even blow our wings so high. Let's just say 75K as a beginner. That is $50 just to help them revamp their copies. Imagine you can do that for like 3 businesses in a month. 75 times 3. You know what it is. You'll be making something like 200K just being a copywriter. Now you can also, depending on your mindsets, anywhere. So copywriting, especially as a freelancer, is all about offering the service. It's all about offering the service. Do you understand? Why, as a product creator, as a course creator, as an institution, monetizing your knowledge, it's all about selling your own products, using your own copywriting skills. So you can use copywriting in 2 ways, either by selling for your products, or by helping other people write copies. Do you understand? If you understand, put it in the comment section. Now, Day two. So let me remind other people that we are live so that I just feel like people needs to be reminded. All right, we are live. All right, day two. Headlines and hook. And today we are going to be talking about what's the 3 seconds rule. Now, as AI is becoming the order of the day, businesses that sound robotic without any form of emotional connection, they are going to suffer and they will have what? Sales droughts. You can see this man here has sales drought. And the reason why you'll have sales drought is because they think that selling in 2026 is the same as selling in 2001. It's not the same. The internet has come. There are more sophisticated marketers right now. If your marketing is mediocre, regardless of the value you bring to the table, nobody will listen to you. Let me also check whether your guys are. Let me also check whether you guys can still see my screen. All right, okay, guys, you guys what country? Like, okay, so for some people that did not get this book yesterday, you can still get it. I think the link is in the description. You can still get it. So if you've not gotten it, actually, you can still get it. Now let's continue. Now, how you can stand out as a copywriter is very, very simple. Studies have shown that content that's with compelling headline gets significantly more attention than regular ones. What am I trying to say here? There's a difference between saying how to lose weight fast and lose 10 kg in 30 days without starving yourself. Here is how. You can see there's a different twist. Number one is flat. Number two is what's actionable. Number two sponsors emotion. Number two sponsors some kind of persuasive intelligence. Another one is ways to make money online. It is a very, very modern, generic kind of headline. But when you say something like 7 ways to make money online, even if you're a total beginner, it already gives the audience an intelligence that, hey, this thing that this person wants to give me is a proven way to make money online. And another objection the person may have is, I'm a beginner, but what your headline has already eradicated that word objection. Number three, you can say something like ways toward why you should save money. Now, instead of saying why you should save money as a headline, why don't you come up with something intelligent like this? If you are not saving money this way, you're losing thousands monthly. Now, many of you will be saying, Boss Uzi, these are beautiful headlines, but how can I craft it? I have zero understanding. What puzzle can I put together to be able to do this by myself? I got you covered, guys. We are going to be treating 3 good copywriting headline formulas today that you can use anytime, even if you wake up. Just understand the words. When you're crafting headlines, just understand 2 things. Understand what desire and understand what results. Understand desire and understand pain points. The food of a copywriter is pain points. The food of a copywriter is what? Benefits. Many of you will not understand right now. Now, as a salesperson that I am, one of the ways I make sales in my business or anywhere, I use people's word pain. Now, that is general. That is psychology. That is how it's supposed to be done. That is how the life is supposed to be lived. That is how persuasion is. And as a copywriter, people's pain, especially your target audience, is supposed to be your greatest advantage. Now, if somebody is crying and saying, Boss Uzi, I'm tired. My wife doesn't really love me the way I am because I don't do, my wife doesn't love me the way I am because I don't help her wash the plates. I don't help her with, market or with chores. That is what I already know. Number one, the problem is my wife doesn't love me the same way I am. My wife doesn't love me so much again. I already understand your pain. And your desire is that you want your wife to continuously to love you, like kneel down for you, lie on the floor for you, or your girlfriend or whatever. Good. Then the problem, the obstacle that is hindering that your wife, the foreseeable obstacle that is hindering that your wife from loving you is because you don't help her with chores. Now, if I want to catch somebody like you, I can come and put out a headline like this and say 7 ways to make your wife love you more than ever before, even without helping her in the kitchen or with domestic chores. Guess what will happen? A lot of you would click that thing and say, hey, I don't want to be doing all these chores, but I want my wife to love me. You'll click on it. Do you understand? So It is when you understand a customer's problem that you'll be able to what craft out compelling headline. You understand? So I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. Just like saying, just like saying there's a kind of headline used to what call specific people. Now, if you want to target students, you can target students like this. If you're a student and you want to make straight A's in your class, then here is this XYZ framework that would help you do it in 30 days. Do you understand? What we did do, we understood that many students want to what make straight A's. But guess what? If you just type online and say make straight A's as a student, online, make straight A's as a student, it may get passed. But what we did first was we had to what call them. We had to call the audience. If you're a student and you want to make straight A's, number one, we identified the person. Number two, we identified what the kind of problem or the kind of result they wanted. Then then there was a call to action. Then I have a what XYZ framework. Please, if you understand in the comment section, just type I understand. Now let us go through all these word formulas that we have here. So let me just inform these people that we are live. If you understand, put it in the comment section. Just type I understand. Today we are going to be doing three things, just like I said in the group. Number one, we are going to be talking about we're going to be doing these headline frameworks. Number two, we are going to also set up our LinkedIn accounts. I hope there is time for that. I hope there is time. So I think we've done that. So let's go. Now, there are many types of formulas on the internet, but the one that is very, very popular is the word how-to formula. Okay, I can see people said he understood. Somebody said he doesn't understand. Okay, if you don't understand, just stick with me. Then by the end of this class, I'm sure you'll get something. The first one is the how-to formula. And how is this how-to formula used? The how-to formula is used something like, the first thing that must be there is how to. Anytime anybody hears how to, that person is already interested because the person knows they will get value. So the next thing is how to achieve a desired result. But the thing that most people don't know is that having how to make money online, is not complete. You need to attach you need to attach a pain eradication. So even if you're saying how to make money online without prior experience, you understand, or how to make money online even if you're a beginner, or how to make money online even if you have an amputated leg or hand, you understand. So you just need to speak to the desire. So the example we used here was how to build a profitable online business without prior experience. So this headline is going to speak to people that want to build a profitable online business, but they don't have prior experience. Number two, the list formula. This list formula is very important because it is almost the easiest. You don't need to think too much. Just understand that the first thing you need to do is to have a number in the front. 7 secrets, 7 ways. Discover the unique 7x. They discover, where is my water now? All right, I've managed. Discover the 5 XYZ, or 5 ways, or 4 ways, or 3 ways, or 3 secrets, or discover XYZ. Just number just needs to be there. It can be in the front or it can be in the first 3 words. You understand? So the example we use here was, the formula is used like this: numbers, ways to do something, then the benefits, then eradication of doubts. So 7 ways to make money on Instagram, even if you have less than 500 followers. So this is just trying to tell you that you can make money on Instagram even if you have, because the objection now may be, these gurus are teaching how to make money with Instagram, but the truth is that I don't have many followers. So the eradication is already telling you that you are among. Do you understand? So number 3, curiosity/controversial formula. Now this formula is all about just trying to say why unexpected claim and how and what you can learn from it. So the example is here. The example is why making 1 million online is easier than you think. Why making 1 million is easier than you think, and what most people are doing wrong. This is just like, you call it the curiosity headline framework. It's always controversial. You understand? So, and it's before you use this is almost used by pros. A beginner would almost make mistake. But one thing you just need to know is that you just need to make an unexpected claim. Unexpected claim. Like seven, like I can give you a lot of examples, but let's just because of time. Unexpected claim. People with what staphylococcus are getting healed in just 7 days using this XYZ. You understand? Unexpected claim. That means you're over exaggerating. You understand? You're most times we call it over exaggerating, or you just call it what controversial. So let's go. I'm going to take two more because it's just to give you guys more to work with. Number four is the proven what blueprint. Now this one just has to do with what adjective and desired results. This one probably may not be even eradicating pain, or you can even add in the eradication of pain. One of the grace of a copywriter or a great communicator is the ability to what exaggerate. Exaggeration is not a sin. Exaggeration is just making use of English to what amplify your words, amplify the destination you want to take your audience to. Hope I'm not speaking too much English. Now, instead of telling your girlfriend, you're fine, no, you're fine. This your clothes is fine. Telling your girlfriend that, or your boyfriend, this your clothes is fine. Telling them that this your clothes is fine, and saying this your bone straight is so beautiful. There's a difference between saying beautiful and beautiful. Do you understand? And if you now pick up some other beautiful words, you can also pick up something like alluring. This is so elegant. Do you understand? So this is what this headline is all about. This headline is just all about using a particular kind of word to make it easy for what your client or your what potential audience to take a simple word action. So you can see the formula is the adjective blueprint toward a desired result. Now the example is the beginner-friendly blueprint to creating your first digital product in 7 days. Do you understand? So what we did here was the adjective was the beginner-friendly. Do you understand? The beginner-friendly. But if you remove this adjective and just put the blueprint to creating your first digital product in 7 days, will it convert? Yes or no? Many people will just walk away. But this one, the beginner blueprint, is what is giving it what an extra sauce. Do you understand? So you can also say something like, now as I'm speaking, everybody just know that I'm going to be reviewing your headline, two headline each from everybody. So get ready to start typing it. Now, don't use any AI. I don't want to fight with anybody today. Don't use AI. Just use some of the intelligence I'm going to be giving you today. Don't use AI. Don't small assignment. No go the enter chat meeting. So everybody give me two headline each. But before then, I'll still teach one more thing before you guys give me your headline each. Now, number 5. This one is called the result plus time framework formula. Now, this one is promising a big result in a short time frame and is what eradicating doubts. So what is the big result? Get 1,000 email subscribers in 30 days, even if you are starting from scratch. You understand? Get 1,000 email subscribers in 30 days, even if you're starting from scratch. Another thing can be something like big results. Make 300K monthly with copywriting in just 7 days. Even if you're a total beginner, you can see some of all your marketers use this. They always promise results in a short time frame, and they also eradicate doubt. So all these things are things that are used by everyday people. But the truth is that you're not getting, if you're a copywriter, if you don't have all this intelligence in your arsenals, you are likely to suffer. You are likely to struggle. So there's another thing I would like to show you guys. This one is called the headline. One of the ways you can write good headline is just by having the right words. Is by having the first word. If you can have a very good first word or first 3 words, it can help you. So I created a simple guide that shows you guys how to how to write simple headlines. So let me find where it's one of my books. 20 headline. It's one of my books. Okay, let me check my. So it's one of my books. I created that book, and I created it basically to just help a lot of people that are, they want to write good headlines for their contents or for their products. So this is it. So it's called 20 headlines, 20 headlines for your copies and your content. So this is just like a swipe file that teaches you what's compelling headlines. So I'm just going to take a few here, then we'll just continue. Guys, can you still see my screen? Can you still see my screen, guys? Can you still see my screen? If you can still see my screen, just type I can see your screen. All right, so let's continue. So you can see. Now, one thing, this book is just going to teach you one thing. It's a headline book. It's a 20 headline starter. They call it headline starter. Now, before the headline starter, I would just like to tell you something. There's one of the founders of direct response marketing. He said something. A good headline writes the whole copy. So this means that if you have just a good headline, it can help you write the whole copy. And it was told by Ted Nicholas, the father of marketing, was just trying to say that when your headline is amazing, it gives it gives you flexibility in your whole marketing message. Example, if you were given a job to write, how people can travel to Canada without writing IELTS examination, and you just come up with a simple headline like this: 5 simple ways to travel to Canada without writing IELTS examination as a Nigerian. Do you know that the copy is already easy for you to write? This copy is already easy for you to write because the only thing you just need to do is to accompany it to a small hook. After you accompany it to a small hook, a hook can be something. I'm going to teach you guys what a hook is. Then you just type listing the 5 simple ways. Number 1, wake up in the morning. Number 2, eat breakfast. Number 3, go to embassy and tell them give me passport. Number 4, enter book flight. Number 5, enter Canada. 5 simple ways. But if your headline is something like this this exact secret, or when your headline is so complicated, it helps you towards sometimes to beat about the bush. You understand? So let's go straight towards the headline book. So I'm going to leave the first, maybe I'll leave the first 3. Maybe I'll just start with the number 3. Now, when you have something, this is a headline words. This is what a headline starter, secret and way. So you can see you can use this secret because when it comes to copywriting, one of the ways to persuade people, the way to persuade people is by letting them know what they don't have, is by giving them the awareness of what they don't have, of showing them the awareness of what they don't have. So when you come up with headline like 5 secrets you should know about affiliate marketing, they are interested in knowing. If they're like, I know everything about affiliate marketing, but I really need to know what this secret is. So this headline word alone sponsors curiosity, and it always sponsors clicks. You can also see the way it was used here. So learn these 7 secrets of growing your social media following. Everybody always wants to know what is these 7 secrets. So that is one. So another headline starter is do you. Now everybody wants to know something. So you can see this headline like, do you know you can make 100K monthly from WhatsApp marketing without spending a cent? Do you know? That means it is trying to tell you that, hey, it is possible for you. And this is remember what I told you, when it comes to headline, you must always have a desire. A desire must always be there. So 100K right now monthly is probably the desire. You understand? Without his sponsoring objection, like it is eradicating objection without spending a cent. That means you can make this money without even spending anything. So you can see another headline starter is what find out. Find out how you can become a top copywriter in 30 days, even if you have zero knowledge about it. Do you understand? So find out is a very good headline starter. Just try to use it. You'll find out that it is very, very easy for you. Now, maybe you're selling a supplement product. Find out how this unique supplement, how this unique blood sugar tea was able to cure 75-year-old plus. This was able to cure. Um, find out how this unique blood sugar tea has been helping 80-year-old plus um, adults, cure pain, arthritis, and all that thing. Find out is just a simple kind of headline. It's just like you're inviting people towards come and find out something. And if it is the thing they want, they will definitely click on it. Do you understand? Now, another one is new. 5 new, you can use new ways towards make your girlfriend never leave you, even if you. Now, at the end of the day, the only thing I just want you to know is that when you're writing a headline, understand something: desire and objection. Desire and objection. So the desire is that you want to make your girlfriend never leave you again. And the objection you have is she will still leave me. But when you come and say, even if you don't have money, because most people think that the only way that people cannot leave them is when they don't have money. So if you can have this kind of thing, especially if it's even coming from a woman or maybe a man, they will read it. And if you're selling a simple book after this content, maybe you finish, see how to do copying. When you finish, I hope you guys can still see my screen because I hope I'm not just talking to myself. All right. Okay, you guys can still see my screen. So because when you finish writing, imagine you have a headline like this on a content. Find out how to make your girlfriend never leave you alone again. New way to make your girlfriend never leave you again, even if you don't have money. And that is the headline. The hook is now going to be something like this: 10 of my friends have tried this exact thing you're about to learn, and they have gotten results. In fact, 2 of them even got married to the love of their life just because they applied these simple secrets. Do you understand what you've done? You've attracted them with your headline. You've already hooked them. Then the next thing you need to do is products. And I say you can find out when you now introduce your product, maybe a book, maybe a course. That is copywriting for you. Do you understand, guys? So I think there's a lot of headline starters here. If you're interested in this program, if you're interested in this book, I'm going to be giving you. Should it be for free? No, you guys. One thing about free thing is that it's not always appreciated. So if you need this, if you need this headline book, it's going to be on Seller. So you can just go to seller.com/headline book. So when you click on seller.com/headline book, you can always get it here. So this is it. It's a PDF and it is elaborate. When you get it, you also get other benefits. It's a 21-star rating book. That means it has been downloaded and bought by over 3,000 people, and the book is 3,500. Do you understand? It's normally 5,000, but I'm going to be giving you as 3,500. And for the people on this call, I'm going to be giving you at a 50% discount. So if you want to get that 50% discount, just click on checkouts, and the coupon, instead of putting free, there's a unique word you can just put. Instead of putting free, just put word 50. Just put 50 in the word coupon code and press what apply. So if you click on 50 and apply, you're going to be getting this book for a 50% discount. So instead of paying 3,500, you can pay just 1,550 naira, and you can either pay with direct transfer. Maybe you can pay with direct transfer, or you can pay with anything you want. So Seller is a very seamless way to make payments. If you have any issues with them, you can also. It's very, very easy. And one thing I'm also training many of you to do is you guys to learn how to buy things online, whether free or paying something, because this is where the world is going. So just copy the account details here. Any account they bring out for you, copy it. They're going to see it there. Seller checkout for Uzoma or anything. The bank is probably Paystack. and pay the exact amount that you saw here. You understand? So that is that. So right now, the next thing before now everybody should prepare two headline each for me. But before that, I want to show you guys how to write headlines so that you don't make mistake. Now, I'm going to be using this software called Google Docs. This is the software that you must use when you're writing headline. This is the software you must use when you're writing headline. You understand? Now, before I go further, in fact, I was trying to show you guys some sales copies, how copywriting is used. But I just realized that I reviewed some of my students' work and I can see some of their work here. So I'll just open one of their work and show you how a sales copy is supposed to be. I'm going to show you how a sales copy is supposed to be. So let me review this lady's work. Oh, it's not showing, it's not displaying beautifully. Yeah, I don't know why. But I think on phone is showing well. So this is a lady into real estate, and she's into real estate and she writes copies. She writes, sales copies for real estate products. So I think this is not that clear like that. So let me just come out from here. So which other person's work will I use? Okay, okay, this person is also into real estate. Okay, no. This one, I told the person to do one correction. Okay, V coconut oil, right? Is this one? I think I corrected this one. Okay, I corrected this one. I corrected something here, so I can't use this to give you an example. So which other person should I give? I also corrected this person. City Mall, Luminal Sleep. Okay, let me use this person. All right, I think this one is going to be good. Now, let me show you something. When you want to write a headline, there's something you need to do. Can you see this lady? This is one of my personal students. Can you see what she did here? She used one of the headline framework. This is the Discover. Discover the executive secrets to midnight decompression and reclaim your morning edge. Now, even though I told her that this headline is not going to sell, the reason why it is not going to be selling is because of the ambiguous word. You can see the ambiguous word like decompress, the ambiguous word like reclaim. Hope you guys can still see my screen. Do you understand? Please, I'm coming. So the ambiguous word like decompressed, the ambiguous word like, or even morning edge, all these things are ambiguous word. When you're writing headline, try to leave your English in the gutters. Do you understand? So, but one thing I want to show you guys is, aside from what is in the headline, try to eliminate high level words. Try to eliminate all these high level words and use basic things that people understand. Now, what I'm trying to show you is that when you're writing headline, capitalize the first letter of each word. You can see the D is capitalized, the T is capitalized, the E is capitalized, the secret is capitalized, the word to is the T is capitalized. So the first letter of each word, capitalize it. So right now, everybody give me two headline. So I wanted to do that as a practical, but I just found out that, hey, let me just reveal some of my students' work. So again, that even reminds me. So many of you will be wondering, maybe you want to become one of my students, want to become a student of mine. There's a form in the video description. All you just need to do is to fill out the mentorship form so that you see if you qualify. You understand? It is not free. It is not free. It comes with a very, very minute charge. You understand? So it is not free. If you want to become my student, that means you want to become a perfect copywriter in 30 days. You write copies, I review it for you, I work with you, you get job, you up your pages, your portfolio and all that. If you want to become my students, then you can fill the form in the video description and probably I'll see if you qualify and we'll just work together. So ladies and gentlemen, again, if you need this book, all you need to do is the link is in the description. You can click on it, seller.com/headline book. Let me also drop it in the comment section. So everyone give me two headline each. Everyone give me two headline each. Give me two headline each. There is no time to waste time. So let me also write let me also write two headline. So if I want to write the headline, I'll probably just go back to Boss Uzi's headline explanation. Maybe I want to use proven blueprint. okay, Boss Susie use the proven blueprints. Let me just use this one. Or you don't want to crack your head too much. I'll just go to how to achieve desired result without pain. Okay, Boss Susie, I'm coming for you. So what am I writing on? How capitalize first water, how to achieve desired result. Now, what desired result am I promising? How to make 7 figures in your business with TikTok, with TikTok ads. Now, what is now people that want to learn TikTok ads? The problem is maybe what is okay. The next thing is painful obstacle. So, what is the painful obstacle? Okay, they many of them don't have technical experience, so they are scared that it will be hard for them. So, what are we going to do? How to make 7 figures in their business, in your business with TikTok ads, without without any technical any technical skills. Or you can also even say something like, many people think that you need to have a very big laptop. You can even say something, how to make 7 figures in your business with TikTok ads with just your smartphone. Or maybe people will say, oh yeah, smartphone is maybe people smartphone is not believable like that. Okay, let me just put like this. Even if you are a total beginner. Now, maybe this one is confusing. This one is confusing. Okay, let me now use something else. Now say even if. You can also say without. How to make 7 figures with TikTok ads without. I can even leave it like this, but it's not complete. That what I'm just trying to show you is that once you can figure out the first part, which is the desire in your business, the next thing is secondary. You can always fix up anything there. Do you understand, guys? So that is that. So let me start reviewing your copies. Many people, like, I even thought that everybody would be writing copy. I'm not even seeing anything here. What is happening? Are you guys still writing? Please let the likes be equated towards the videos. Let the like be equated with the view. So if there's 37 people, kindly let 37 people like this video. All right, let's go. So I have somebody, Angels. Let's review Angels' work. So, Angel, how to organize a smooth event without disappointment. Beautiful. Well done, Angel. Number 2, 7 ways to maximize your profit as an event planner, even without. I'm going to do virtual clap for you, and I'll do physical clap. Angel understands this thing well. Are you Angel, cutie Angel, right? Beautiful. I'll clap for you again. I love your headline. And let me tell you something. Do you know what? Do you know the reason why I like Angel? Angel, are you an event planner? Angel, are you an event planner? Type yes in the comment section or no. Just type event planner, no or yes. Let me know. Do you know? Because many people think that before you use copywriting, I must be a everybody say anytime that you're learning copywriter, you must be a copywriter. You must not be a copywriter. You can be an event planner and use copywriting towards sell, because copywriting is a skill. Just like for you to dig gold, for you to dig the ground, for you to plant, you need a tool. Right? Copywriting is one of the tools of the online skill. It's a shovel that you use to dig. Do you understand? And it's very important shovel. Imagine if you don't have shovel, you start using your hand. So, and when I mean it's an important, that means you can still have your own main profession. Your main profession can be there, and you just use copywriting to make so much money online. All right, let's go further. Okay, Angel, well done. So let's see Sila. 7 ways to grow your hair naturally in 1 week. Very, very good. The only problem is that you do not take some of the little instruction I gave. I said you should capitalize each word. Very good. So I'm going to also clap for you. That's how to make 6 figures online without spending a dime. Beautiful. Or you not take instruction. Capitalize each word. It makes your work bolder. Inenna, How to make 1 million online on Facebook by just putting your face out there every day. Putting your face out there every day is a generic thing, but I understand where you're coming from. You understand? Five ways to make money online without depends on your parents. Without depending on your parents. I probably know that is what you want to say. So, how to attract a life partner even if you are above 40 years. Beautiful. I love the way this was crafted. This is targeting people what's above 40 years, probably single people. Number two, 10 secret method of baking, even if you can't attend a catering school. This person must be a pro. Yeah, this person must be a pro. Number two, say bye-bye to what pimples and hyperpigmentation with this aloe vera skincare serum. I love this headline, but that hyperpigmentation, well, it's all out. It depends on the audience. Like most times, I don't like overestimating the sophistication of my audience. Is there anything that can be substituted for what hyperpigmentation? That is what you should put there. Do you understand? Do you understand? Is there anything that can be substituted for that? That is what should be there. So well done, Miss Tina, Mrs. Tina. 7 ways to satisfy your cravings without, spending a dime. Beautiful. Ah, this guy spoke about cravings here. So well done. So Chinyere, how to monitor your blood pressure? How to monitor your blood pressure with what or without what? Don't just leave your headline naked. There's a difference between headline and persuasive headline. Do you understand? Chinyere, understand? Where is that? Where is that? I want to carry that fire sound, bang, 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 so that I'll knock somebody head. How to make your first, 50,000 with just your smartphone. Now, what I'm happy about right now is that a lot of us understand it. A lot of us understand the game now. Pain points, desire, pain points, XYZ. That is what I want. More than one in conjunction is using the primary URL. Send one. We are going to end the live soon. YouTube is trying to pursue us because of copyright. More than one injection is using primary URL. Send one stream to primary injection. All right. So guys, let's go. Let's end this session. I was planning on doing a lot. I was planning on us creating our LinkedIn channel today, but we are going to leave that for another time. So ladies and gentlemen, let's complete this class. Let's complete this class with a hook so that I can give you guys your assignment and we just call it a day. So for the people that are still doing the work, well done. Let's continue. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is the hook. What is a hook? Remember, in this class, I have mentioned what hooks are like multiple times. So hook are just follow-up messages. There are follow-up messages afterwards the headline. Hook is a sentence or a short paragraph that follows your headline. The simple job of a hook is what? To keep the readers interested and make them want more. Why hook matters? Because what? They support headline. Please, if you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen. All right. Just type I can see your screen. I am going to review others probably in the comment section. If you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen. All right. Okay, nevertheless, even though you can't see my screen, at least you can hear my voice. Okay, what hook do is that they support a headline by adding contents. They spark curiosity. They highlight a problem or a promise, and they act as a bridge between a headline and a body. So let's just get straight into it. So this is just a one-pager of explanation. So if you have a headline like this, how to turn your knowledge into a 6-figure digital product, your hook is going to be something like, if you can teach it, you can sell it. And I'm going to show you how I did it with 0 audience and no paid ads. Very, very simple. Or you can say something like, let me use one person's headline and create a hook. So let me use one person's headline. So I'm going to use let me use one person's headline and create a hook. So how to make your first 50,000 naira with your smartphone. This is Eunice. This is Eunice. How to make 50. Okay, Eunice, let me use your own. You are not sharing your screen. I can't see your screen. Okay, somebody, I can see your screen. Okay, so let me find somebody that diligently use my headline framework. Okay, five ways to stay healthy without taking supplements. Okay, what is your name? What is this person's name? Chris. All right, let me use Chris. 5 ways towards stay healthy without taking supplements. Now you can start with this one is too simple. You understand? It's too number one, do this, number two, do let me find something. Who is this person? Daniel. Discover the secret to having 1K followers on Twitter, even if you have this one is not realistic. Okay. How to attract a life partner. Okay, let's use Tina DMO's own. So how to attract a life partner even if you are above 40. If you are above 40 years old. Now your hook can be something like in 2020, I was 35 years old and I didn't have a life partner until I discovered this 7-step framework that has made me and my husband meet. You understand? What you just did right now is a hook. And there are 3 types of hook. There's a story hook, there's a question hook, and there's what? A story hook, a question hook, and a curiosity hook. But I'm not going to be getting there into today. But you guys understand what a hook is. A hook is just what? A continuation of what your headline, just to make people but interested. So let us exhaust what we have here. Now, for the people that are using numbers headline, maybe you have something like 7 mistakes new course creators make, or 7 mistake, or 8 mistake, or 3 secrets. Your hook can be something like avoiding number 4 alone, avoiding number 3 alone, avoiding number 7 alone could save you months of wasted effort and thousands in lost sales. Avoiding doing number 3 alone can be the reason why you will not make that XYZ amount of money in 7 days. Avoiding XYZ alone, you understand? Or you can even come out from avoiding. You can use 7 mistakes news course creator make. You can now talk about somebody. A friend of mine used this. A friend of mine doubted me when I blah blah blah. There are a lot of ways you can just use hook. So there will be a system whereby I'll probably teach about this hook when I have more time. Now, probably in my mentorship program, I taught about hook in a very very more elaborate manner. So if you're interested as well. Now, the last one I'm going to be talking about is the lazy way to make money with ebooks. Now you can see something. The hook here is this exact method help a stay-at-home mom earn 200K in her first month, even without a laptop. Now, the truth is that when it comes to hook, the best hook feels like as if you're whispering to your audience ears. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I hope you guys understand what I have said so far. So, today we just demystified what headlines and hooks. Somebody said my screen is off. Unfortunately, so sorry about that. But I think there's an issue with my YouTube right now. So okay, somebody said you can see my screen. So if you cannot see my screen, just know that there was an issue, but it's resolved. But nevertheless, it's already closing time. We have spent almost an hour here, and I hope that you guys got value, even though we were not able to create a LinkedIn account today. But tomorrow we are doing that. Now we are going to create a LinkedIn page. If you don't have one, it's very, very easy. I would have dropped some resources so that you can help you, but I always want us to do it together. But everybody should have a LinkedIn account. Everybody try and create a LinkedIn account. You may encounter a problem. This is just so that you have a social media to practicalize all these things I am saying. You understand? Have a social media, have a LinkedIn account, and optimize it. Do you understand? Optimize it. I wish I'll probably think of sending a video, but I don't want anything to disrupt the flow of this, copywriting classes. But I'll drop a video that will help you do that. It's one of my videos I've already done. So today we've been able to understand that Copywriting is what the act of what crafting, compelling messages. That was what we did yesterday. And today we've been able to what practicalize that. Do you understand? We've been able to what practicalize that. So tomorrow is where I am going to be showing you how to use this thing to print money. When I share print money, I'm going to be using it to what print, showing you how to use it to print money, because it is good to learn a part, but you need to learn all the whole compendium so that it can profit you. So tomorrow I'm going to show you how to write a full sales copy, a full sales copy. Do you understand? So one thing I'm telling you right now, if you want to buy me a bottle of water, you can buy my book. Is that book I just sent in, and I'm going to send it in the comment section. If you want to buy me a bottle of water, you can just buy my book. And if you want to also help yourself write good headlines, just get it for yourself. It is pinned. You can also see it in the comment section. Now I'm going to give a mini assignment today in the group. So if you have not joined the group, the link is also there so that you can join. If you also want to join my mentorship, all you just need to do is to fill the form in the description. Lastly, if you have any question, now, sir, the LinkedIn account creation, security issue. Now, if you have any security issue, if you're using phone, try and change it to desktop mode, or try and use the LinkedIn app, or try and use a system. I know many of us don't have system, but regardless. Now, if you continuously have that problem, nevertheless, we are going to use Upwork. We are going to use Upwork. We are going to ditch LinkedIn, because a lot of beginners always have that issue. Do you understand? But make sure everybody try as much as possible towards just get a good network and open your LinkedIn account. I'm so happy to be here today, and here's my kiss to everyone. So thank you so much. And if you got value from today's class, just drop a fire emoji in the comment section. If you got value from today's class, just drop a fire emoji in in the comment section. And I'm also going to be opening the WhatsApp group so that you're just going to express to me, what you got, ask me a few questions. We can't do that here today because time has already gone. So ask a few questions in the WhatsApp group. I'm also going to be leaving it so that you can just express what you have gotten so far. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. Okay, QT Angel said I have an optimized channel. Congratulations. No more time taking. Good night, everyone. God bless you. See you in the WhatsApp class. I saw the people that were dropping fire. God bless you, everyone. See you in the WhatsApp channel. Good night.